Let's turn the music down so we can all hear, and then make sure that Carrie is the co-host, and then Tony, the recording starts. We start streaming when the recording starts. Yes. Tony.
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. That's, and then you got my message. We're gonna kill it when I kill it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
already set up.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Right. All right. Brian Ludwig. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dollars in the Door Live Selling Week, day number 2. So if you missed yesterday, that's all right. I know a lot of people are catching the recording and jumping in. So for you watching on any of the platforms besides in our Facebook group or here on the Zoom link, which we have some people in and others coming in here in a minute, what's happening here is we're spending this week live selling week, just like it sounds. We are running with people doing power hours every morning and some in the afternoons to get people moving, doing the things that are necessary to make sales. This is not a sales training. This is not designed or intended to teach you how to sell or make you. Okay. Um, So this is not a sales training. It is not intended to teach you magical things about how to say all the right things and overcome objections and all of that stuff. Of course, if you need that help, we're here for you to make sure you get stuff across the finish line. But the main thesis here, the theme is that most people spend your time trying to become the sales guru, trying to become the ultimate conversion rock star, the person who can enroll anybody into anything. And the reality is, most of you are just never going to get there. And even if you can, as somebody who knows how to sell, has spent his entire life selling and building sales teams and scaling companies, I prefer option B, which is how we structure our world. And that is so that we design our world in a way that sales happen. Right. So there's things that you do, there's things that you set up and structure so that your company can deliver sales on a regular basis to you. And that is much preferred to me versus me trying to spend all my time becoming the ultimate enrollment rock star, the sales guru. And that is what we do here. Everything that we design is intended to serve that purpose and meet that ends for you. So during the Dollars in the Door live selling week, it's us going live here, but there's also a bunch of prep work. There's some really cool stuff that we've got in our transformation hub that leads you to becoming the legendary rock star that you are, more accurately acknowledging it, recognizing it, and then doing the activities that make the difference. And that's what this whole challenge is set up to be. So if you have not registered, ping in the chat wherever you are watching this, whether you're on LinkedIn, or Facebook, or YouTube, or wherever you are watching, and let us know. We'll get you the link. We'll get you registered because it is not too late. We will be going live all week here, so you can still sign up. If we are here going, you can still sign up. You just got work to do, but the intention is for you to start getting cleanup, right? Doing the actions that most of the time you just don't do, and we just know that it's not that it's complicated or rocket science. It's just that we just don't do it. We either have too many mindset blockage to keep you from doing the regular, consistent outreach, following up. Everything here is intended for you to be able to pull somebody across the finish line. If you've got an offer out that hasn't closed, getting people back onto the calendar, getting them across the finish line, collecting money that people said they would pay, following up on those things, because for whatever reason, these things just become blocks. And can somebody reach out to Danielle, because again, it looks like she's still having trouble getting in. I don't know what's up. And then it's people who are pending in appointments, right? Who has said they would book a call but didn't? Who has tried to reschedule a call but you didn't? You just left it up to them instead of you getting them back on the calendar. Who are you trying to reach out to with a text and an email and hoping you're just trying to be polite instead of just picking up the phone and saying, "Hey, let's talk and jump on a call. Let's get this stuff done." So this everything inside this container is designed to get you in action, moving everybody to the next step so that you get people through on your calendar and into your bank account, making, as we say, dollars in the door, right? Bringing more dollars in the door and making that happen. So register. If you have questions about it, you drop in the chat that you need some help and we will get you there so that you can get across the finish line. If you're inside of our Scale and Grow Facebook group, then just ping us here. We'll make sure that you get registered because you will be able to see what we're doing here. You just won't have access to all of the exercises, which is where you win all of your golden dollars and GTE bucks and the bonuses and prizes. So you have to register in order to win. But you can certainly participate just by tuning in. If that's what you want to do, we're here to help you with that. All right. So that's the name of the game. Jim Padilla here, Game the Edge, Cindy Padilla, amazing wife and partner in all things. And everything we're coming at you with here and that we are talking about has been designed from the over $500 million worth of sales results that we have delivered for our clients over the last decade plus. And that has been designed, everything we have put in place has been designed to help sales happen more consistently and predictably and deliver world-class results for our clients and the people that we serve. And it will certainly work for you as well. And so again, none of this is from theory, conjecture, or books. We didn't watch a webinar and come to teach you this stuff. Everything we're laying out are things that have delivered phenomenal results for our clients or for our company. And that's what we're putting into play for you. So we want to make sure that you're winning and that everything is rocking for you. All right. So if that makes sense, then you're in the right place. And if you want to know more, we're going to be shutting this off here in a minute in the live stream for everybody except in our Facebook group and for the people here who are on live. So if you want to register, then reach out. And here's the deal. Here's the only litmus test you need to look at. Do you have your calendar loaded with all the activity you need to make all the revenue you desire this week? Is your calendar set up? Do you have strategically set up calendar to fill your opportunities with sales calls? Do you have a group function of some kind you send people to this week so that if you take the pressure off of people that don't want to book a one-on-one call with you, but they just want to get to know you a little bit more, they can come to something like this, right? They can participate in something that doesn't put the pressure on you to have to close them or on them to have to buy something and give them a chance to get just a little bit closer to you and learn more about you, right? Do you have your framework? Do you know exactly who you're reaching out to for what? Do you have your process to run due diligence on these people? So you're doing quality research. Do you know exactly who you're talking to and when and what is special and unique about them so that you're always having unique conversations instead of just running sales by the book, right? And do you have your framework for your follow-up and your outreach and the secret weapons that we put in place, like our video follow-ups that you should all be doing? And if you don't know what that's about, then make sure that you follow up with us. And one thing that I do want to highlight before we jump and keep moving here today is those who are in the Transformation Hub, you've got all the exercises, right? You watch the video, you do the exercise, click on the link, takes you to the Facebook group where it's an ever post. So it goes right to the post that you need to answer so that you can see what other people are answering and add yours to the mix. And then we can see how you're doing so that and when you do, that's how you win your prizes. Everything you win is GTE bucks. It's golden dollars. They come in $100 increments. If you do all of the exercises, then you get bonuses. If you do all of them and show up for all of the live trainings and you get all of your comments in, then you get access to the Legends Chamber, which happens next week. And you can't buy it. You can't buy your way in. You can't pay for it. You can only earn your way in by completing all of the exercises and being able to see the legendary leader badassery that you possess and be able to take all of those right actions. Because again, this is what makes you extraordinary, is not the extraordinary in you. It's simply the simple things you do in an extraordinary way. And the people who make the difference have a bias towards action and know the direction that they're going to go, and they move. You see it, you decide, and you go. It's that simple. And so we want to make sure that you're not spending too much time spinning your wheels, but that you're doing the actions, even if you're not doing them, even if it's not done exactly as you want it, you're taking actions. And so you're moving people forward, and you will see the compound effect of 7 days straight of activity, 5 days straight of activity, of the right actions and getting them done, because it never fails 100% of the time. And that's why I shared yesterday in the group on the call of our front lawn, which 7 days ago had 25% of it was a brown patch. And I simply put water on it twice a day, literally 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night for 7 days. Showed the picture of it yesterday, and it's green. And it's what we focus on. It is what delivers the outcomes and the results. So we are going to make sure your focus is on getting in front of the people who can buy from you, showing up in an authoritative manner, because most of the time we either have false bravado, or we just have an insane amount of false humility. And you don't reach out to people because you're not sure that you should, or you think you're going to bother them, or you think they don't want to hear from you, or you don't have anything special and unique to say. And that's just simply because you haven't acknowledged it. You don't have a system or a process to deliver that on a consistent basis. So we fix both of those things. We make sure you see the leader that you are, and extract that from you. And then we wrap you some very simple, basic executable systems that allow you to get in front of people and pull them closer to you so that you can make the magic happen and get more dollars in the door. Yeah, I'm in the right place. Okay, so if you want to know more, if you want in, type in the chat here and we will get you access. You can jump in for the rest of the week and get access to the Transformation Hub and get into our Facebook group, because in a couple of minutes here, we are going to sign off to all of you on all the other public pages, and we'll just be in our Facebook group and right here with our existing clients. So everybody needs to be rolling in action. And one thing that I did want to highlight is we talked about doing things in an extraordinary way. And one of the things that makes that a reality is recognizing that for things that are done well, there's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts. Cindy spent years in retail management as a turnaround specialist for Target, Old Navy, Gap, Mervyn's. And when I met her, she had this special ability. I was always amazed by it, that she ran stores with minimum wage part-time employees, and none of them were there for a career. And but in order for her to get her bonuses and get things done well, the store had to run effectively and run right. And she was magic at getting people who have no real vested interest in the long term of the operation to be able to do the work without cutting corners. And I remember hearing her say to him that this is the way Target wants it, so this is the way we do it, because people were complaining, like, why do we have to do it like that? Why do we have to do it this way? Because that's what's required of us. We just do it the right way. She didn't want to cheat, didn't want to cut corners. She's still that way to this day. Try sneaking. If anybody ever done sneaking into a movie theater by movie hopping, we've gone. I remember distinctly, we were in a movie theater when Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise, the first one came out, same weekend as the Charlie Angels movie, and it was me and Cindy and our daughter, and we were like, let's go. We were going from Mission Impossible. We were going to that movie hop into Charlie's Angels Theater, and Cindy literally was having a seizure in the middle of the lobby. She was like, no, no, we're gonna go to jail, we're gonna get caught, we can't do it, no. And so she kind of blew the whole gig, so we had to leave. So we did not movie hop that day because Cindy just does not cut corners, right? And that's something you want in your process. Know that you need to do the things that you need to do. Just do the average things extraordinarily well and do them consistently. If you show up every day and do the things you know you're supposed to do, you win, because you know what everybody else doesn't do? Exactly that. Even though it's simple and clear, we always have a million reasons why it won't work, or why we don't allow for it to work, or we don't create the process to make it happen. And we do it every single day. Things that we know we're supposed to do. Raise your hand, type in the chat. When's the last time you had something you knew you were supposed to do and you didn't do it? I'm guessing it's within the last 24 hours, or at least in the last week. right? Because we're just humans and we always find different ways to let the resistance push us in other directions because we just don't want to have to do things, whether it's going to the gym, getting up at 5 a.m. because you said you would, or picking up the phone to dial those leads and make those follow-ups, do the video, make the one more outreach, whatever the thing is, we always find a lot of reasons and find ways to justify it. That is what we're killing here this week in the Dollars in the Door live selling week, because this is about getting you in action and then getting you the systems that you can follow and then getting those dialed in so that you can continue this repeatedly and then be able to hand it off to somebody else because they have a system to follow. Amen. Are we in the right place? We're talking the right conversation? All right. So, Tonya, sign us off to everybody else publicly on all the other pages on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and YouTube stuff. If you're in our Facebook group, jump in.